Yo.
What's up? What's up? So, game just ended to fumble the snap.
That's a good way to put it.
Seems like a very Chiefs way to win a game.
Yeah.
Any and all means. So, this is our pregame Q&A. Go ahead and ask us any questions you have, starts and sits. Hopefully you didn't sit Mostert, like me.
Try to tell them, guys.
I have Kareem Hunt, who will go for 25.
So we'll run through some injuries real quick. So Bryce Rippion's starting, guys, for the Rams. Stafford's out. I think I'm rolling with sitting Puka. I got Rashid Shaheed with a car stack against Chicago. I liked my odds there. Also played against Tyreek Hill this morning, which turned out to be really good. He scored about half the projected points. What else? So Daniel Jones is cleared. I think we said that on Friday night. Running backs. Amari DiMarcado's inactive, which makes Keontae Ingram the RB1 there. Arizona's going against... Forgive me. Who's Arizona playing?
Browns.
Yeah, Arizona's playing the Browns. So I don't really like that matchup regardless. A lot of Patriots wide receivers are inactive. Kayshon Bouttie's out. Devontae Parker's out. And we know Kendrick Bourne, ACL. So, I mean, if you want to go ahead and start Demario Douglas, I'm not real fascinated with it. But I guess if you're in a real crunch, go for it. Like I'd probably play Puka over Demario Douglas, but I could look real dumb in a few hours. So, Josh Downs is playing. Palmer is ruled out for the Chargers on Monday night, so make sure he's not in your lineups.
I think you can play QJ if you need it.
I like that. We're seeing the ascension.
The Ascension, yeah.
Sick. Darren Waller placed on IR.
Yep.
Musgrave's off the injury report. Smythe was getting some action today. He had 3 or 4 catches. Didn't do much with it, but
He's a beast. They just need to realize his full potential.
nothing you guys didn't already know. So
He's the real 2,000-yard receiver on that team.
he was actually used. So Justin Fields missing this week. Possibility of playing Thursday night, according to GM Ryan Poles. They play the Panthers on Thursday night. Going to be a real fun matchup there. Another crap bowl. Let's see. So this was an interesting game. I recorded the whole thing so that after church I could just fast forward. Chiefs obviously started out hot, but both defenses really harassed their quarterbacks. Tua did not look comfortable whatsoever. Obviously, Tyreek and Waddle did not get going. Tyreek still had 8 for 62, so it's funny how we say that's like a down game. But he had the fumble too, so that hurts fantasy owners. Let's break down this rushing real quick. So, Raheem Mostert had 12 carries. No one else had more than 3, and that was Ahmed.
Mm-hmm.
Wilson had 2. Mostert, obviously the most effective out of them, 85 yards and a touchdown, long of 25. Wilson did see a lot of receiving work, 4 targets, 3 for 32, whereas Ahmed had 3 for 2 and Mostert only had 1 target, no receptions. So, interesting. I still like Mostert moving forward. Once A-Chain gets back, it could get real hairy though, which is happening, is it next week?
It'll be 3 or 4 weeks since, so probably.
I'll check. So Rashee Rice, guys, I had him. Was pretty hype after the first touchdown on the first drive. Didn't do much after that though, so only finished with 9 points. Only had 2 targets for the game. Had a really nice catch outside of that touchdown though, but did not see much work outside of that. It was a real down game for pretty much all these players on both teams. So, who were we just talking about? Someone on Nate's team or Max's team, A-Chain. So, I want to say he's been out for 4 weeks now. Yeah, this was his 4th week out. They got the bye, so I'm assuming he'll come back against Las Vegas, which is a great matchup to come back against. And Miami running backs looking at a real favorable schedule. You got Vegas, the Jets, Washington, Tennessee, the Jets again. Dallas is obviously not favorable, and then Baltimore. So only a few teams that are really stout there, being Dallas and Tennessee, I guess. But
I expected more out of Jeff Wilson coming back. He had like 4.6 yards a carry in his return in his like second game back. I expected a little bit more. We didn't really see it, and I think that it's gonna be like a situation where you may be able to start both HN and Mostert.
I would also say
he's not as much of a threat as I thought.
Yeah, I would also say negative game script did not help in this one. Going into halftime down 21-0, you're not really running the ball.
True.
Because he did see the 3 receptions, so that's healthy. But outside of that,
yeah, even in the end though, they were giving the ball to Mostert. The little bit I watched at the end of the game, they were feeding Mostert when it mattered.
Whew. Kelsey only 4 points today. That's not. 3 for 14. That's crazy.
Taylor Swift's casting spells on him, bro.
Facts. That's
I swear,
crazy.
if we see the downfall of Kels, it's no coincidence.
So, Pacheco only 6 points. Westerly started Kadarius Toney, bro.
Yeah.
Over Michael Gallup or Josh Kelly. You can pay me to start Kadarius Toney. That's crazy. Let's see. Jerome Ford is no injury designation. He's playing. Gonna be an interesting split to see between him and Kareem Hunt. Let's see.
Whoa. All right. So, I'm probably gonna know after the 1:00 games, because after the 1:00 games, he only has Wan'Dale Robinson and Jets defense. Oh no, then he has Hurts and Swift. So never mind. The guy I'm playing this week, Stroud, Cup, Olave, McBride, Hunt, Groupie, and Brown's defense all play. So, jeez, I'm so nervous, bro.
This is a real make or break it week for you.
Yeah. No, if I lose, I'm trading all my players for picks.
Picks? We can do that.
I don't care. I'm going down with the ship. If it comes down to the last week and I can uproot someone and just spite the league,
Facts.
that will be my goal. But I am a little bit confident knowing that most of his production is likely to come from Hurts and Swift, and they're playing Dallas. Now, whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing, because Dallas kind of gets... Those games tend to be pretty high scoring. The
Eagles-Dallas games are typically pretty high scoring.
So, I am shaking in my boots. Got 14.5 on my bench right now. Doesn't feel good. I was thinking about picking up another kicker instead of Groupie. Try to salvage some points.
I mean, Group plays Chicago.
Yeah, which is good in theory. But what if they just keep scoring touchdowns?
Then you get 6 points off of touchdowns. I mean, you can say that about any kicker. Like, I like Cameron Dicker against the Jets. I think I'm playing him in our league though. Yeah, I think so.
Do I pick up Joey Sly?
I think you need to play Jason Sanders. I like the Texans kicker.
That's what I was looking at too.
He's had a bye already and he's still kicker.
Fairbairn.
He's only had one bad game and that was against. Yeah, I can see some field goals against Tampa Bay for sure.
Bro, I was looking at Fairbairn. That's the guy I was considering picking.
Or the Raiders kicker. I can see field goals against the Giants. Yeah, I'd pick up Fairbairn. Or the Carolina kicker going against Indy. They allow the most points to kickers. Joey Sly. I liked Washington against New England for field goals. I mean, you can always go with the Cincy kicker, bro. He's efficient.
Oh, Evan McPherson?
Yeah, he's available.
True.
I mean, that's pretty much guaranteed points.
17-3, 10-7, 9 last week. I think that's going to be a pretty high-scoring game, too. You know it's going to come down to some clutch field goals.
That's what I'm saying.
Some big time. Oh, I'm picking up Evan McPherson.
That's a good one. I mean, that's a guy you stick with season long.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with him season long. Go ahead and drop or in slot Blake. Grimby's been good. He's kicker 6 on the year. Chicago is a very bad defense, but I like McPherson.
Fairbairn has a great schedule. Not that kicker schedules. Kicker schedule. If you're basically.
He's just so random, dude.
Yeah.
But I like McPherson just as a talent.
Right.
And as an offense.
What defenses are available? If you played KC defense this week, good on you. You had the balls to do that. Good for you.
Did Luke start him?
Nah.
How much did they have? What's up, guys? Zach Moss or Darrell Henderson? What's up,
Chaka, seen you here before
QBR.
for sure.
Zach Moss, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like Moss here. Carolina's run defense is the weakness of their team. Although Henderson could get leaned upon a lot with the backup quarterback. But I do like Freeman a little more this week than Henderson. I'd probably lean Zach Moss.
Yeah, I would. Running back 4 on the season.
Yeah.
This is outrageous.
I mean, it's kind of like, I highlighted it.
He's still been getting double-digit touches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's still getting work, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he's been phased out whatsoever.
He hasn't. Until he loses it. I think he's got that job until he loses it.
Yeah, I mean, since...
Which doesn't sound like I said much, but, like, until he proves that he's...
So, since Jonathan Taylor has come back, he's had 33, 17, 7, and 14. And the week he had 7, he still had 18. He had 18 attempts, 2 targets, and a reception.
Douglas or QJ? We actually were just talking about both of them.
I like QJ.
Yeah.
I'm always going to look for a more explosive offense. Damari Douglas is still... I mean, they're both question marks, don't get me wrong, but I'm trusting the Chargers offense to produce something more than I am a... You're hoping for sheer volume from Douglas.
Mm-hmm. QJ was getting some... He started getting in the offense a little bit better. I think that we're going to game plan.
I will say I'd probably have both of them ranked really closely just because Douglas is going up against the worst secondary in the NFL. So I'm fine with either play. I just tend to lean Quentin Johnston, just more sure of total offensive volume versus a single player's volume. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
So, yeah, Zach Moss is definitely interesting to me. I mean, the guy in our league's starting him, so I like the play personally. I mean, he's had well over double-digit rushes every single game except one. And we've seen him do a lot of work in the receiving area too, which is good to see.
I hope those questions are answered. If you have anything else.
Those are some tough ones, for sure. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Henderson's just in a good situation this week, going against Green Bay, and backup quarterback in. You got to think they're gonna establish the run.
Right.
But,
yeah.
I mean, Zach Moss is obviously the more talented player.
Yeah.
There's a reason Henderson was on the couch for the first 7 weeks.
Right.
So, but yeah, Douglas or QJ, that's a hard one because, the fantasy community is eating up Damari Douglas right now. And, I'm not totally on the hype train right now, but I guess there's, going to be good reason for it. He does have a solid target share, pretty talented guy. I just don't like trusting players on New England's offense. And he really hasn't proven quite anything yet. Is he still available in our league?
Big week for Cooper Kupp. He needs to bounce back. I need him to bounce back.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do anything. He's already getting paid. But I need him.
So Demario Douglas, checking his stats. So he had 6 and 7 targets the last 2 weeks. Yeah. I would definitely start him after the. I mean, he has a great schedule coming up until the playoffs. He sees Indy next week, on bye, week 11.
I just picked up QJ, dropped Douglas.
Okay.
Well
and then he has the Giants, the Chargers, and Pittsburgh, who are all very, very exploitable. So I like Douglas after these weeks. I just personally like to see him kind of prove himself first. Because sometimes on an inefficient offense, when the rest of the guys go out and you're the guy, then a defense just keys in on you because there's literally no one else.
Right.
So.
All right. So hopefully you got him in your lineup.
Yeah.
I guess the Patriots probably play later.
No, it's at 1 o'clock.
It's at 1 o'clock, so hopefully you're able to do that real. Well, if he's dropped, you're good. You should have time to set QJ in.
Rashid is in my lineup.
Rashid's in the lineup.
Rashid is in my lineup, ladies and gentlemen.
I am excited to watch Red Zone this week. Big week for me. I don't really need Douglas. I got Ayuk on bye in London now. So yeah, you're good.
Same, bro. Same. That's crazy. Yeah, I have Ayuk on bye, and Drake London is unfortunately out against one of the most exploitable defenses in the NFL when he finally has Taylor Heineke starting for him, which sucks. But looking forward, I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, London has a few games coming up that are very favorable. Who's he playing next week? So yeah, he plays Arizona next week on bye, plays New Orleans, the Jets, which is not a fun game, Tampa Bay, who's awful for receivers, Carolina's good against receivers, but then Indy and Chicago. So hopefully we can make our championships, bro, and exploit that playoff matchup with Drake London. A.J. Brown and Christian Watson, Jason. Those are your 3 guys, I'm guessing. Carter and I are really not big on Christian Watson at all. Hurts my biggest bust so far. I wouldn't call Hurts a bust. Personally.
It hurts.
Hurts my biggest bust. Oh, okay. I was like, okay. Yeah, no, Bijan definitely. I mean, I had number 2 pick in my draft. I was considering drafting Bijan, and after the first few weeks, I was like, oh dang, he actually does have Jalen Hurts though. He has a Hurts Brown stack, but that's not what he was saying. Yeah. Because
Hurts has not been a bust.
Yeah. But yeah, Bijan was looking real good the first 2 or 3 weeks, I believe, and he's been kind of rough. Obviously, that one game doesn't really count, but obviously fooled a lot of fantasy managers, no doubt. Against, who was it? Tennessee, maybe? I forget. No, because it was a home game. But anyways, yeah, Bijan's been rough. I just ride it out with him. Very talented player. Yeah. Hurts Brown stack is definitely nasty, paying off for you.
27, 21, 28, 29, 21, 27, 35.
What?
He's got a rough
Jalen? Yeah, Jalen's crazy, bro.
Dallas by KC, Buffalo, San Francisco, Dallas.
I mean, it's kind of like.
So high.
I guess that's kind of overrated in my opinion. Like when you're looking at high-powered offenses, like in big games like that, that's when offenses always like go crazy and stuff. So he said he took Bijan at 4, AJ Brown late second. Wow. So I was a big AJ Brown guy coming into the season. I thought he should have been like a pick at the turn. Like I had him and Tony Pollard kind of ranked right there at the turn. So yeah, that's a great snag by you. Bijan at 4 is reasonable. I actually took Nick Chubb at pick 2. Was very hyped for the first 5 quarters of the season. Yes, sir. Good luck to you too, bro. Welcome to the pod. Thanks for asking some questions. Hope we helped you out a little bit. But yeah, bro, have a great day.
All right, I think pretty much good here. It's odd when there's a game on before in the early slate because most people I think would probably just kind of go ahead and set their lineups. But I guess we'll be on here for another minute or two. If anyone else has got anything.
Anything you just want to throw out
for the later games, or if you just want to say what's up.
I'm hoping for a big Rashid Shaheed game, guys. I have the nuts to start him. Like an idiot. Like the idiot I am. Nah, I'm in first though, so I must be doing something right.
Yeah.
Also,
and Tyreek busted against you.
I'm really hoping I win. Yeah, because Tyreek busted and Travis Kelce busted for Cornwall, and I'm tied with him.
All right, guys. Brett Ripon takes the field. Blake Groupie, who I just dropped, kicks it off to
Who I just dropped?
Tyler Badgett. Tyler Badgett, shall I say.
Tyrone.
Tyrogius. I wonder if Trey McBride's taking the field. CJ Stroud starting off with the ball against Tampa. There goes Darrell Henderson.
I need Nico to do something this week. Show me that big playability.
Tyler Loche. Oh, he's so off. Alright, guys. That wraps it up. Quick one today. You'd say everything. You got anything else? Alright.
Nope.
Looks like we're Gucci. Alright. Peace out.